Has your discipline been tested? So you sacrificing, but you sacrificing the wrong shit. But in order to elevate, you need to isolate. And during your season of isolation, everybody cannot have access to you. Wait till you see the version of you that started getting to the gym, and now your arms and your chest got a little bigger. Those parties, those chicks, they're not going anywhere. If you think you have options now, imagine the options that you're gonna have when you become him in every aspect of your life, right? You just gotta have that phase where you show yourself, like, if I wanted to lock in, I can lock in. I get more motivated by the external shit. I want to prove those motherfuckers wrong. You can control your effort. You can control your energy. You can control your focus. That pain of regret from procrastination, pain of missing out on becoming the man that you were supposed to be because you wanted the bullshit instead, that pain hit me harder than anything else. What's going on, fellas? I just wanted to talk to you guys because I think a lot of us have a misunderstanding about how much time we actually have. And the longer that we wait to take action and to make a move, the harder that move is going to become and the harder that action is going to be to take. So fellas, with this 90-day money run, day one has already passed. You can start it whenever you want, but day one has already passed, right? So shout out to my guys that started day one with me. Salute. But also shout out to the guys whose day one started today. Now, we still have those guys who haven't started at all. And a lot of us, right, when we look at things like, let's use the 90-day money run, for example, we like to think about, after the 90-day money run, what am I going to obtain, right? After this 90-day run, what will I obtain? You might think about money, right? You may be saving up for a down payment on a car, on a house. You might be thinking about your body, right? Because you should be changing up your diet, right? If we're saving money, then that means we're switching up our diet. We're hitting the gym, right? Since we're not out spending money, we have way more time to hit the gym. And don't say you can't afford it. Planet Fitness, $10 a month, right? You might be thinking about that business you're gonna start, because now that you're not outside spending money, you got way more time to invest your time in your business. You guys might be thinking about your freedom that you may have after this 90-day run, right? Depending on how you're using it. You might be thinking about quitting your 9-to-5, or you just might be thinking about becoming successful and proving everybody who doubted you wrong. And naturally, fellas, right, that list, getting your body right, gaining freedom, quitting your 9-to-5 that you hate, proving motherfuckers wrong, shit like that naturally gets us excited. It gets you motivated, man. But fellas, this video isn't about what you'll gain if you lock in. This video is about what you'll lose if you don't. What opportunities are you going to miss? What type of lifestyle are you going to miss out on? And most importantly, what type of man will you never become because you weren't willing to sacrifice? See, a lot of y'all are scared of missing the party. You're scared of missing that trip. You're scared of missing that event, but you're not scared enough of missing your potential. You're not scared enough of missing out on that income, that extra income that you could have. You're not scared of missing out on your dream car, your dream house. You're not scared enough of missing out on that opportunity to be able to put yourself in a position to quit your 9-to-5. You're not missing out on that body enough that you could be at the pool and take off your shirt and all the chicks at the pool look at you like a shooting star. You're not scared enough of missing out on that. You guys are worried about the wrong type of FOMO, right? You're worried about the wrong type of fear of missing out. You guys are scared of missing that one night or that one event when you should be scared of missing your whole entire life. You think the life that you're living right now is at its max potential? You think your life can't get no more exciting than it is right now? Fellas, we're already past halfway of 2026. We're on the back end of the year now. And if you don't lock in right now, it's only going to get harder for you. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only do we have summertime right now, right? We done talked about the pool parties, the barbecues, fellas, those sundresses, those tights. All this is going to be around summertime, right? Crop tops and everything. Now let's talk about the holidays. You guys still got Halloween left. You guys still got Thanksgiving left. You guys still got Christmas left. Trips, parties, family events. There's still a lot of distractions that haven't even hit you yet. So if you're distracted now, right? If you already fucked off the first half of the year, didn't complete none of your New Year's resolutions, didn't complete none of your New Year's goals, and you're at this point right now, and you think shit's gonna get easier, you're sadly mistaken. Next thing you know, January is gonna come. Y'all see how fast the first half of this year flew by. Then January is gonna come. You're gonna look at the sky and you're gonna say, okay, 2027 is here. 2027 is my year. The same shit that you said in 2026, the same shit you said in 2025, and the same shit you said in 2024. Bro, no, it's not. 2027 is not your year. You want to know why it's not your year? Because you didn't prepare for it in 2026. You waited to the last minute to try to prepare for it. The motherfuckers that's going to win 2027 is the motherfuckers that's preparing for it in 2026. Guys think just because this is New Year is going to save them and their old habits. Just because January 1st is on your calendar doesn't magically make you disciplined. Just because January 1st is here doesn't magically change your identity, fellas. Changing your identity takes reps, takes time to do. That's why when motherfuckers be waiting to January 1st to try to change, it's like, no, that's not how that works. You have to prove your identity. If you want to say you're a fit person, right? If you want to say you're a gym goer, then bro, you need to show me 90 days. You need to show me that you went to the gym 80 times in these last 90 days. If you want to say you're a disciplined person, you need to show me how disciplined, what disciplined actions have you taken in these last 90 days? A lot of y'all think January 1st is just going to come and you're going to say, I'm a disciplined person. And then I'm going to look at you and say, well, what have you done to exercise your discipline? Has your discipline been tested? Yeah, your discipline has been tested and you folded every time. You went out on New Year's Eve and drunk 3 bottles with your friends and don't even remember the night. You already done started off the year fucked up. Now you're really not recovering to January 4th. So really you missed the first 3 days of the year. Fellas, listen to me. This 90-day run is the perfect time. This 90-day run started at the perfect time. Like if you can get through your 90-day run at this time of the year, you can get through anything, because this is when your discipline is going to be tested. I remember when I did my 75 hard challenge last year, and I did it at the end of the year, right? 75 hard challenge. You work out every day, no alcohol, read 10 pages, and yeah, all that stuff. But long story short, I did at the end of the year, right? The hardest part of the year, Halloween, like all the holidays I just told you about, right? I even had to miss New Year's, right? But fellas, that was what I signed up for. So I couldn't bitch and complain about it, right? Because I had 75 days to prove to myself I was who the fuck I said I was. If I said I'm going to read 10 pages, then I'm going to read 10 pages. If I said I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to fold just because that thick-ass bottle girl offered me a shot. Fellas, when it comes to your discipline, you got to have 10 toes and you got to have a damn backbone, bro. Because it's going to be tested, bro. Your friends is going to test it. Your family is going to test it, right? If you locked in, if you in the middle of your deep work, right? And your friends is blowing you up, your family is blowing you up, right? That chick is blowing you up, bro. You gotta be able to ignore that call and focus on your shit, bro. This 90-day run isn't just about money. It's about learning how to lock the fuck in, learning distractions, controlling your spending, building your body, feeding your mind, and becoming more valuable. Because a lot of y'all spend 40 hours a week building someone else's company, but 0 hours. The whole week you spend 0 hours building yourself. And then you wonder why your life hasn't changed. Fellas, before Steph Curry was Steph Curry, he probably got up 1 million shots before he got comfortable with his release, before he learned his form, right? The form he has now is not the same form that he had when he was younger. Sometimes you gotta adapt, you gotta adjust. You gotta figure out what's working and what's not. That shit takes time. That shit takes time, fellas. A lot of y'all think it's just gonna happen overnight just because a date has changed. And I know you guys are probably thinking I'm insane for talking about January and it's only July, but that's how quick this shit is gonna fly by, and you guys don't even realize it yet. I can't stress enough to you guys that my life changed when I started taking advantage of those 5 to 9 margins in that weekend. Bro, this weekend that just passed, it was a lot going on in the city. You got Texas Greek Picnic. You got DreamCon, right? You still got some FIFA people here, right? And on top of that, it's just Houston in general. Probably one of the city with the most distractions. Let's be real. But fellas, what I decided to do this weekend was get ahead, right? I shot more videos. I cut up more videos for shorts. I wrote out more scripts. I read more pages in my book. I meal prepped for the week. I spent those hours working on myself, working on my business. I had meetings with potential clients for HTU. Fellas, I used that time to get ahead. But you wanna know what the old Gib would have did? Old Gib would have been outside, spending unnecessary money. He would have went outside for Sunday fun day, drinking, woke up Monday morning hungover, sluggish at work, probably would have woke up late, probably would have missed the gym. Honestly, fellas, I'm proud of the change, but even when I look back at it and I'm saying it out my mouth, this shit sounds sickening because I was doing that shit for a long time. And the sad part is I see dudes out here twice my age out here doing the same shit. And it's like I'm seeing everybody out here celebrating, right? I'm seeing everybody out here celebrating, popping bottles, right? Going to the parties, going to the clubs. But then it's like, bro, what are we celebrating? What people don't understand is you don't have to sacrifice your whole life. All I'm asking you to do is sacrifice a window, just a couple months, to live the rest of your life the way you want to. A lot of you guys don't even know if you could turn that switch on, right? See, some of the best athletes, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, they had a switch. They knew when to turn it on. They knew when to turn that killer instinct on and when to turn it off. A lot of you guys don't even know if you got a killer instinct. And we know what that killer instinct is. When they turn that killer instinct on, that's when you get 81. That's when you get 81 point Kobe. That's that killer instinct. A lot of you guys don't even know if you have that. You want to know why? Because you've never challenged yourself. You never challenged yourself to become a real killer. You're not ready to kill your goals. You're not ready to kill that old identity of yourself. You're not ready to kill the doubt of all the haters that played with you. You're not ready for that. Instead of working on yourself during your 5 to 9 margins and on your weekends, you'd rather come home, get comfortable, get on your phone, smoke a little weed, drink a little bit, play the video game, probably chase women on social media and shit. Then you wake up and repeat the same shit every day. Fellas, are you not tired of that life? Are you not tired of that routine? You gotta be. You absolutely have to be. But you're refusing to change your routine to change your life. So let's talk about sacrifice, right? Because I know that word makes a lot of you motherfuckers uncomfortable because you're not willing to do it. Or matter of fact, you're willing to do it. I take that back. You guys are willing to do it. You guys are willing to sacrifice your future for that one night out. You guys are willing to sacrifice those new opportunities for that alcohol. You guys are willing to sacrifice that extra income to smoke a little weed. You guys are willing to sacrifice that man you're supposed to be becoming, that new identity of yours, for the temporary fun. You guys are willing to make that sacrifice though. So you sacrificing, but you sacrificing the wrong shit. How about you guys try sacrificing the people, the individuals around you that are stopping you from becoming the person that you're supposed to be becoming? And when I say sacrifice, fellas, I'm not saying hate anybody. I'm not saying everybody around you is a bad person. But in order to elevate, you need to isolate. And during your season of isolation, everybody cannot have access to you. You have to stop answering every call. Just because your phone rings doesn't mean you're obligated to answer it, brother. Sometimes you gotta stop accepting invitations, right? I got a family reunion that's coming up in a week or two. I don't even know when it is, but I'm not going. Because right now, I'm in a flow state, right? I'm in a fucking zone right now. My consistency and my focus is as sharp as it's been since I was probably 18 years old. So me traveling right now, I can't do that. I'm going to catch the next family reunion. And I promise you the next family reunion is going to be even better. But right now, I need y'all to understand that I'm locked the fuck in right now. Sometimes you guys have to tell your friends, nah, I'm not coming. Your friends is who's going to test you the most. And I'm not saying test you like, you know, in a intentional way, but they're the ones that's going to put you in positions where you're going to have to exercise your discipline. We all have those friends that love to be outside, right? And when they tell you, yo, I'm at the spot up the street, right? Pull up. What you gonna say? Like, really imagine you're in the house on a Friday night studying, editing a video, reading a book, watching YouTube videos on self-improvement, right? You watching my shit right now on a Friday night, and your homie call you, say, yo, I'm up the street at this spot I got 3 chicks with me. I just got a bottle. Pull up. What you gonna do? Honestly, what are you gonna do in that situation? Exactly, fellas. It's a sacrifice. Another thing, during this season of isolation, you're gonna have to step away from dating, right? I love women, fellas. I know. I get it. I get it. But this not the time. I promise you it's not the time. I promise you those same women that you think you're missing out on right now, watch how they react to that new identity of you. The one that's taking forever to text back, right? The one that don't return your phone calls. Wait till she see the version of you after this 90-day run. Wait till she see the version of you that started getting to the gym and now your arms and your chest got a little bigger. Wait till she see the version of you that saved $5,000 in these 90 days and your bank account look a lot healthier. Wait till she see the version of you that now when you talk to her, you actually can have a conversation of substance, right? Because you're more intellectual because you've been reading your book. Fellas, during this season of isolation, people's feelings are going to get hurt. They're going to say you changed, right? I love when my friends from back home hit me up and tell me how much I've changed and grown, because I have, man. And they don't say it in a bad way, right? Like, you know, my boys, especially my boys that I went to high school with, man, they hit me up all the time telling me how proud they are of me, man. They understand that we can't think the same, right? We can't move the same way we did in high school. I understood that growth required change. And me, fellas, when I talk about the stage of isolation, there's been plenty times in my life where I've had to isolate myself. I spoke to you guys when I had to lock myself in my room for 12 weeks to get my certification. Right? I had to cut off my vices, my distractions. That was isolation. I spoke to you guys about how I spent 100 days and 100 nights by myself, right? Isolation. I've made the most progress in my life when I was alone, not when I was hanging around people every day. Listening to people's opinions, right? Listening to people's bad advice. Listening to people telling me what I should do when they wouldn't even do the things that I'm doing. Like they're not even willing to sacrifice or do the things that I'm willing to sacrifice and do to get to where I want to be. So why am I listening to you? I made the most progress when I was by myself, not when I was out every weekend, not when I was giving all my time and energy to my relationship. I'm the best when I'm alone, when I can hear myself think, when I could build a routine without somebody constantly interrupting it. Because a lot of you guys, especially my relationship guys, you guys have it the hardest. Because your routine doesn't only affect you, but your routine affects your chick as well. You might be trying to meal prep, you know, eat healthier, but she still want to cook pizza and chicken wings every night. And for you, right, since you didn't meal prep and you got lazy, you going what's most convenient, which is that pizza and all that extra bullshit. Or how about when you want to wake up and go to the gym at 5 in the morning, but when she feels you getting out the bed, she hugs you a little bit tighter, right? She says, no, just 5 minutes. Don't go. No, don't leave me. Cuddle a little bit more. Or how about when, you know, you're on your 90-day money run and you're trying to save some money, but she's like, babe, let's go on that date. Let's go to this event. Babe, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's go shopping. Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? Now all that money you save, right, that you was trying to save for yourself, now it's gone again. Now you back at ground zero. So my fellas that's in a relationship, you guys damn near got to be twice as strong, right? Because you have that friction, right? You have you, and then you have your goal, but there's something in between you and your goal, right? Now you have distractions, you have your vices, right? You have, you know, your focus meter. You have everything else that we all have, that all the single dudes have. But you got something extra, which is your girl. And it's tougher for you guys because your routine can be interrupted by your relationship, and you're constantly around someone who can interrupt your focus. But to my single guys, it's easier to lock in when you're by yourself. When you can build your routine without someone else interrupting it. When you can go to work, when you can work out, when you can study, when you can create, when you can save your money, when you can go to sleep early. That's when I made the most progress. And again, fellas, isolation isn't forever. Life is about phases. There's a phase for celebration. There's a phase for relationships. There's a phase for traveling and enjoying the life that you built. But this phase right here, This phase is sacrifice. You gotta be willing to disappear, grow, and then pop back out. And to my fellas who have motion, right? My fellas who have a little motion and they have more distractions, right, in their life. Those parties, those chicks, they're not going anywhere. If you think you have options now, imagine the options that you're gonna have when you become him in every aspect of your life. When your money is right, when your body is right, when your mind is right, when your discipline is right, when your career is right, when your confidence is right. Fellas, be the one so you can attract the one. Fellas, that's all I got for you today, man. Just stay locked in, man, because them temptations, they're going to get stronger, right? This is the toughest part of the year. But also understand, right, when we speak about sacrifice, it's not forever, man. It's not forever. You got to be a killer, bro, right? You just got to have that phase where you show yourself, like, if I wanted to lock in, I could lock in. If I wanted to focus, I could focus. If I wanted to stay down for 90 days to save $5,000, $10,000, if I wanted to stay down for 90 days to pay off this amount of debt, if I wanted to stay down for 90 days to build my physique, I can do that if I wanted to. At least prove it to yourself, right? For my guys that don't like the dark motivation, right? Prove it to yourself. But y'all know me, I get more motivated by the external shit. I want to prove those motherfuckers wrong. I want to see the look on their faces when my subscriber count goes up. I want to see the look on their faces when I'm making 30K a month. I want to see the look on their faces when I get that penthouse. I want to see the look on their faces. So fellas, stop worrying about what you could obtain if you were to lock in, right? And it doesn't even have to be the 90-day run, right? If you wanted to just lock in for 30 days, right? 60 days. If you wanted to start out something small, go ahead, whatever. But stop worrying about what you will obtain, right? Because sometimes, yeah, that sounds good, but be more so worried about what you'll miss. Say if you don't lock in for 90 days and your bank account still at zero, you still a fat fuck, you still working at Popeyes, you ain't gained no skill, you still don't got nobody interested in you, you not solving no problems. We not doing that, man. We not doing that. This is the season right here. Don't waste another day. This right here is the season. Facts. I told you guys about this story about one time in my life where I procrastinated. And even to this day, that was years ago, and even to this day, I still regret it. Even though I still ended up taking the opportunity, but it was months later, right? But even to this day, I regret that shit. And there's certain things that you could control. You could control your effort. You could control your energy. You could control your focus. Lock in on the shit that you could control. You could control taking action on that opportunity that you're scared to do. Cause I'm telling you, fellas, I didn't been hurt, right? I didn't been hurt by a lot of things. But that pain of regret from procrastination, pain of missing out on becoming the man that you were supposed to be because you wanted the bullshit instead, that pain hit me harder than anything else. That's the pain you gotta sleep with. That's the pain you gotta wake up, look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I'm still living with my mom because I didn't make that sacrifice to put me in that 3-bedroom townhouse. I'm still driving this hoopty because I didn't make that sacrifice to buy the car that I actually wanted. I still gotta clock into this job that I hate because I didn't sacrifice and learn that skill to become more valuable. That's all I got for you today, fellas. This is off the top. This is from the heart. I want you boys to be great, man. If you're ready to get in the trenches with me, if you're ready for me to help build your system, if you're ready to sit one-on-one with me where we can actually evaluate what the fuck is going on, why you're not the man you're supposed to be, if you want a brother that's going to show you, that's going to hold you accountable to become him, click the link in the description below. Book a call and we're going to see if you're a good fit, man. I only work with killers. I only want sharks. If you're on the fence about it, don't worry about it. I don't got time to be on the fence anymore. I don't got time to procrastinate anymore. Last time I did that, I left so much on the table. I don't want to wake up 90 days from now and ask myself, what if? What if I started my 90-day run on July 1st? What if? Not doing that again. Fellas, go ahead and follow all my social media platforms. I'm leaving that in the description below. It's time to lock in, man. Time to fucking perform.